I look at y'all, I'm like, oh, they battle.
Yeah. That's what his cars come from, Craig. Not the military. Not the street battles, Craig. That's where they came from.
My friend was out there for us.
Yes, that's where it came from. So
Gold, Purple Heart.
yes, when I was in California, I got into a fight with two Latin guys, and wearing their ass out, got mad.
And now for our feature presentation.
So, are you ready to talk about it, or?
I am.
Take a listen. Think to say what we so different. In your ear or on your screen. The only place you need to be. That's the reason Monty. Guaranteed to give you everything you need. You're about to get a little You're about to get a little
Two Latin guys, and wearing their ass out, got mad, pulled a knife out, stabbed me 6 times. So at that point, after that, bitch, I'm not taking chances with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not. I'm not playing with nobody. But I came here with a different mentality. So that happened. That was like the first fist fight that I had with anybody in this area. From that point on, ever since then, my senses were heightened anytime I got around these people in that group.
Gotcha.
And you would think that, hey, like, we're all in the military. We share a common purpose. We have shit to lose. Like, we should be embracing each other, but that was not necessarily the story for me. Now, I have heard those stories for other people, and they've enjoyed that, but that was never it for me, ever. So every time I came around, I was on guard, because it's like, you niggas are always throwing shade about some shit. Like, I don't have the energy or space for this. I just don't. So go to the party bus, right? Now we're speeding up time. I'm still having little situations, but I'm kind of like pocketing them. Like, they're not that serious. Party bus situation. Oh, Lord Jesus. But the same group of people.
It was
the same group of people. Years have had passed at this point. Unfortunately, I was caught in the middle of somebody else's bullshit. So it was a couple. They were arguing. It was somebody's birthday. I'm trying to be the good Samaritan in this situation, tried to break up the couple from arguing, and the couple turned on me and they jumped me. So
That's what they do to stuff.
I don't get involved because it ain't my business.
Yeah, they jumped me.
When you with somebody, yeah,
they jumped me.
Are they still together?
No.
They still live here?
Unfortunately,
At that time, they're not together.
They're not.
They live here though?
The one of them does.
One of them? Send me information.
And rest in peace to the other one. Yeah.
Oh, he passed away?
Yeah.
I'm holding my word. Shouldn't have jumped.
Put a pin in.
I'm like, hug.
Put a pin in the relationship, single friends and relationships, because I think that's a point. Not for this. Yeah.
So they were a couple, but they had already, like, everybody knew that they had always had, like, their quarrels and stuff like that.
And they warned you?
No, we all knew it.
Oh, okay.
Everybody knew this, but everybody was still kind of like, oh, that's just kind of like who they are, blah, 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 blah. Which is why I'm kind of like, hey, me and my person, we don't want to be, that's just who they are.
Yeah.
Right. And so they got into this big argument, like they were about to throw blows. I got in between. I was like, hey, like, let's not do this. This is such and such birthday party, blah, 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 blah. Them niggas turned on me.
Because, come on now.
They started fighting me, and I'm fighting for my life on that slippery ass. So we're like,
and this was someone else.
It was on a party bus.
I wasn't.
Yes, it was somebody else's birthday party.
We're going to have to talk about that because I thought it was one of their birthdays.
No, it was someone else's birthday. We'll talk after. Someone else's birthday.
So someone else's birthday party, arguing with my man. Someone tries to break us up, and me and my man like, oh no, we just going to jump you.
Yeah, they jumped me, friend.
I need to know who
Shit tries to break them up because I'm like, this is somebody else's birthday party. Everybody else just let them go, but they were getting serious.
Was they drunk or was this just?
Yes, they were drunk. And so it was like,
but I feel like it was very that.
Yeah, it was on par for them.
Yeah,
because again, it was one of those situations where everybody was just like, that's just who they are. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah, but why would you? Yeah, like you said,
Hey,
why would you want to be like? Why would you? Why would you want to just be like known as that's just how they are? They just are
that's you.
and then at someone else's birthday party, like at what point are either one of you going to grow up?
But I don't
to be like, hey babe, like this is not the time. This is not it. Let's not do this here.
I think that
And it was probably something
But they were young. It was very dumb.
young, and I also think that people think that those, like, having a name in whatever capacity is cute. Like, they know us type situation. And we gonna do what we gonna do. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, because I knew one of them well. The other one, not so much.
Right.
But I knew one of them well, and it was always, we would have, because in the same group.
Have they ever apologized to you?
Yeah, I was gonna get to that.
Okay. Go ahead.
I can. It was actually at a Meatloaf Saturday at Steak.
Not that fun. Don't apologize.
It was literally. I mean,
Honestly, the same atmosphere in which it happened.
I think it was like 6 months later. It was like 6 months later, because at that point, it was just like, for me, it was like, oh, when I see y'all, it's up. I also lost friendships along the way because of that situation, right? Like personal friendships. So from that particular situation, I was kind of like, I lost friendships along the way because of that. Because I just felt alone. I felt alone. I felt lonely and stuff like that. And so after that, I had completely distanced myself from that group of people. And that's when I really started hanging out with Lamar. So me and Lamar started hanging out, and Lamar started introducing me to people that he knew and stuff like that. And I
Different caliber.
It was a different caliber. It was a different environment. It was different everything.
I ain't gonna call you a lie, but you tried that.
It was different everything for me, right? And I was like, I like this. Like, they're older than I am, but they're still useful. They still like to do things. They still like to have fun. But there's no cattiness.
You saw, but I was waiting.
Yes, exactly. There's no cattiness. Like, there's no shadiness. Like, there's no need to feel like they have to put somebody else down around them. Like, everybody's just around here trying to thrive and encourage and push each other. You know what I'm saying? And so that was in 2015 is when I really started hanging out a lot with Lamar. 2016 and stuff like that's when our friendship really started to grow roots and grow. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I started to find a little bit more value of being here in this area, because it was like, this really is an amazing area. When you remove some of the distracting people out of your life,
Absolutely.
you're able to actually really enjoy what's going on around you.
Right.
So even though all of that had happened and everything like that was going on, still some of those traumas kind of was driving me a little bit to drink a little more and drink a little more and drink a little more, right? And so I was finding myself kind of spiraling with alcohol specifically, and I could only function and do certain things because of it. Or like
You felt like you had to be drunk.
I had
to be in
not even drunk, but I had to be on a certain level in order for me to like even just be comfortable. But that also could have come back from my experience in California, right? So just groups and settings, like, but all of those things combined from my first few experiences here in Maryland, leaving off the cusp of what happened to me in California, to now finding this thing that's just like, oh, this is great. And not really knowing how to take it, but just being prepared for anything. So all this stuff started to happen, right? So it came time for me to leave Maryland. I left Maryland. I went to Hawaii.
What year was that?
That was end of 2017, beginning of 2018 is when I moved to Hawaii.
So you entered. So I met you, I feel like it had to be around 15, 16, maybe.
It was 14, 15.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
14, 15.
I was thinking that,
Yeah.
because
Well, yeah,
we were
took me around.
we were in the group. So Keenan and I were in the same group, and it was towards the end of my relationship that I met you. Yeah. And so in meeting you, I will say during that time, new phase, cool guy. Like I said, you had a presence. I remember the first time that I feel like hung out. It was like a couple's night. We had went out somewhere. I don't remember the specifics, but we had a really good time.
Yeah.
We had a really good time. And I was just like, oh my God, he's so much fun because like you said, you get to drink in, and it's not just the drinks, but the music was going. The vibes were vibing. You were dancing, just having a really good time. So that was my first experience with you. And then fast forward, I don't think that we shared a lot of space in the group, like in group settings. And if we did, it was like high and by.
Yeah.
I think that we really got into, I guess, knowing each other. I ain't gonna say right before you went to Hawaii, but in that time span,
like
and I'm
done my 16, 17.
Yeah, that's what I really was like, oh, okay. And I had heard, like I said, I was hearing all these things. And I'll be honest, I was like, they would say Keenan. I was like, I didn't know who Keenan was because I didn't associate you. I knew who you were.
Right.
I'm bad with names. So, but when I realized, I was like, that ain't the same Keenan I know.
Yeah.
Because again, I remember specifically we were at wherever we are. And Keenan was, again, tallest guy, biggest guy, having the most fun dancing. And it was just like, oh my God, he's such a vibe. Like good vibes. So before you go to Hawaii, did something happen?
No. So
okay.
Like after Lamar and everything like that, and then this was on the cusp of me leaving. So I had completely detached, right? And so then I moved to Hawaii. Mm-hmm. So when I get to Hawaii, I'm on my whole mahalo, I'm on my whole like that serene peace. You know what I'm saying? Like I get there and I'm really like, first year was kind of like, okay, this takes some adapting to. Second year, I started to focus on more things. I started to accomplish more things.
How long were you there completely?
I was there for 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had met someone at the time that really helped me refocus my focus on what I need to be focusing on, right? Focus on what I didn't focus on. And one of the things that they kind of pushed me to do, they were like, you invest so much time in like, working out. You invest so much time in this and that. And I was like, but how much are you investing into like your mental and your spiritual? And I was like, that's a good question. And so I just like started reading the Bible every morning. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like I would wake up, I just read the Bible every morning. And I started to make that a routine. And when I started doing that, I started to find some like solace and some peace. And when I started to find those things, I started to like calm down a lot. Now, don't get me wrong. The apple did not fall too far from the tree. Bitch, you test me too much, you're going to get that. Oh,
the left.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It was such a good path for performance.
Like, oh my God, it's so good.
But that's like legit it though, right? So I started to do those things and I started to find a little bit more of myself in that situation, right? And so doing all of those things and really trying to find peace within myself is what kind of triggered me to be like, okay, you don't have to respond. You don't have to be that. You don't have to do those things. But again, I wouldn't mind reverting to it. Like I just wouldn't like just play with somebody else, play with something safer.
Yeah.
I'm really like on my healing journey right now. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I'm in Hawaii.
Yeah. But I think it's I think that people, when they know you for what they know you for, they want you to be that, right? Mm-hmm. Like they want to push you to a point where, like, in my opinion, I think that people see your growth.
Yeah.
And they see the change that has been made in you. But they're like, that hood nigga is still in there. And I'm going to pull him out. Yeah. So I think that that's the hard part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you continue. Go ahead.
So figuring all that out, right? Found a good place. I meet my partner. Like everything is good. I leave there, go to Bahrain for 2 years. Now I'm in the Middle East. I'm in the desert. Mm-hmm. Alcohol really isn't a big thing over there. I had already really stopped drinking alcohol, like hard alcohol, when I was in Hawaii. Mm-hmm. So I stick into like seltzers and wines.
What brought you to that decision? Like, I mean, I know
this part of like that peace finding thing. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So this was all inclusive.
Yeah, everything like that.
And all
yeah,
that.
Like I just calmed down a lot over there. I don't know what it was about that island, but it was just something about just water, water, the sand, like seeing the green on the mountains and just being able to travel and just go to these peaceful places to just relax. Like it just did something to me.
Were you social though? Like
yes, I was.
You were going out and hanging out?
Yeah.
Okay. So did you feel like you had the same experiences as far as
I did not.
Like gay groups?
I did not. So I didn't have the same experience because the people I met over there were very chill. Mm-hmm. They weren't just with the rah-rah. They weren't with the, you know what I'm saying? Like they were just very chill. Like we were all in our own little circle, just having a good time, enjoying peace with each other, going to the beach, minding our business. Like, there's no clubs to go to, you know what I'm saying? Really, like, there's none of that stuff. So there's no need to do all the extra. So that helped a lot.
Yeah.
Left there, went to Bahrain, was there for 2 years. Middle East, same thing. I just continued that journey. And then that's when I would come back and I would visit. And that's when Ramont was like, Ramont was like, this Keenan, you changed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I have. And I knew I had changed because you've even said it. Everybody had recognized that. And I had to appreciate that change.
Yeah.
Move back. Now, move back. And I had been continuing on my path, just like not, and I've gotten older, you know what I'm saying, at the same time. But you're right. There are so many people that want to constantly try to remind you of who you used to be instead of just recognizing you for who you are and the growth that you made along the way. One of our friends, our mutual friends, he said it in a joking way. And he said, I know the Hawk is still in there. And I was just like, stop. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've legitimately tried to move on from being that type of person. Stop. Don't do that, you know? Well, I know it's in there. And we would joke about it, laugh about it, whatever. And to this day, it's still funny because he still says it. And so, last year, my first ever altercation since being back at the Halloween party.
Oh. I missed it.
I wasn't there.
I tried to avoid that by all means.
Yeah, we know.
I really tried to avoid that. That boy was just provoking me.
And so what I will say to that, it's always interesting because, like I said, from the beginning, I never seen it for myself. I've seen the one blow up, but it was just like a blow up and then we calmed down. Hearing about the Halloween situation, it was very easy for me to be like, Keenan was provoked. Like, it wasn't you
could hear it in his voice.
Yeah. And what I guess what I know about you is that you're so far removed from that. I guess far removed by your own conviction, right? Like you said that. I again don't know that. So I hated that for you because you and I talked about it briefly afterwards. And you for a while were like beating yourself up, and I'm just like, in my head, I was just like, you're still a human being.
Yeah.
You're still a person. You're still, shit can't just be whatever it's going to be all the time. Sometimes you have to react to that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that I'm relating to you on a different level from experiences that I've had where we've had a similar path, but just kind of different. Like, I came out of something, but don't ever forget.
Right.
I know where I came from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that people think it's cute and they think it's funny, specifically to you, to poke the bear. And then when you get a reaction, it's almost like, see, I told y'all he ain't changed. Yeah. And that's why for me, when I'm in your space, when I'm in the same space as you and I see that, I'm like, don't let these people get to you. And I don't think that we do that often, but I think that I'm just like, I don't ever want someone that's intentionally trying to get you to be full Keenan.
Yeah. I think granted, we know who was at the party as far as the circle goes, but I think between Reese and I, we would have been the only two to remove you from the situation, or we would have stepped in the middle.
Yeah.
Or before you blew in. Because it's like, you're not going to play with my friend. You can play with something like this right here.
Absolutely.
This is what we're not going to do.
Yeah, it was so crazy.
But I think that also the ones that were there,
they don't know what to do. So
that's my point. They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know.
They don't know the trick. They wouldn't have foreseen it. You know, me and Reese, you're like, excuse me. Right. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
Because what is going on? Because I already know. You know what I'm saying? And I think that I like to think that we have a relationship that if me and you are looking at each other, we're having a moment, you'll be like, okay, not that you're going, because we've been there.
Yeah.
Well, you'll be hyped up. But even, Aaron's party, and I'm not going to give all the details because this is your business, but Aaron's party, the birthday party, the white birthday party, shit went left, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there was an individual It is afterwards, after the party had ended. Individual was in Keenan's face and and Keenan literally was like, "Are you okay? Calm down." Like, smile on his face, like very calm. And I'm like, and all I could say was, "This is who I know. This is the Keenan that I've always known. Just very chill." And I was just so proud because in that moment it could have went all the way left, and it could have been a very bad situation. And for you, it was just like. And we have been drinking. We had a good ass time that day. So it was like to see you be in that mindset of just, you good? Because I'm not going to
we know which friends switch up.
It was because
they're in that part too.
Yeah.
I think we know which friends will take it there. You know what I mean? 1, 2, and 3.
Absolutely.
It's us three. So I think that's what we
recognize as a thinker. But I think if he's ever caught off guard, Tonio, if Tonio's ever caught off guard, like typically he's going to process. He's going to process. He's going to process and think through a lot of things. He's very cool, calm, and collected. But I think if you ever get him, I think it would take a unique situation to get him out of that. That's one that I wouldn't step in. That train is going to take that person out.
It's just going.
Because I'm not going to have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? He's going to.
But it's not too much.
No. I'm saying I get it because Shaq is a trainer.
But it is. But I think it's certain people that we just know. This is what we're not finna do.
Yeah,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, as soon as they start talking to someone say something sideways, whoa, step back. I got this.
Because it ain't because you don't want.
You don't want it.
Right. You don't. And I think that Ramont is one that I think that people think it's cute. People think it's sweet. Like, he's not going to. Because we've talked about it. I feel like we've talked about it on here, but I've told you the story when we was at Park. You know, somebody walked up on another friend of ours, and my instinct was, "Oh, we finna do this." So it was me, Tonio, Ramont, and another friend.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Ramont ain't finna do shit." So here, Ramont, hold all the things. And then it was just like later on in life, I was like, "Oh, Ramont is a rah-rah. Ramont's from Baltimore. Like, it's not where you're from," because I always say it's not where you're from. But I know that my friend is a lot more ready than I thought he was.
Right.
And so I think that when people play in his phase, I'm very I feel like big brother, but also that's my friend.
Yeah.
You're not going to do my friend.
Yeah.
So you can't I always tell people, you can say what you want about him. You can feel how you want to feel. Say it, get it off your chest, and that's it. Right. Because we're not going to keep on. And you ain't going to ever approach him on no crazy shit. Not in my presence. Yeah. And not that I don't think that he can handle it, but letting him handle it might be a bigger. So, because I'm not coming in it to handle it for him. I'm coming in it to alleviate something happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm a big bad bitch, like I'm gonna fight his battles. It ain't never that. Right. Nobody needs that. None of us need that.
Right.
I want to ensure that Keenan is good because you don't want the repercussions of what you're trying to do. Exactly. Does that make sense? Like, I'm never ever coming at it from a place of I'm the biggest and baddest and you ain't even know. You're not gonna play with my friend because you ain't gonna play with my friend.
Yeah.
And then I'm not going to fight with you either. Like, I got to play with my friend.
I think why I was so disappointed in the entire situation when I was actively ignoring this person. And they were just, they were just going at it, right? And at some point, I just blacked out. And before I knew it, my hand was up against their face and I'm shoving them away from me, right? But instantly, like, it clicked. And just as high, as angry as I got that quick, it took me a little minute to come down, but when I did come down, I was good.
Yeah.
But when it clicked in and it really stepped in, one, the person that was saying, like, the hog is still in there, you know what I'm saying? They were standing right there next to me. And so I was just like, I never wanted to prove them right by saying, I just ain't trying to stop it.
No, I'm sure. If it's who I think it was, they wouldn't have known how.
They didn't know how because the other person tried to stop
it.
They
wouldn't have known how.
And before I knew it, I just shoved them across the room.
Yeah.
So the only person that could stop me was the host, and he was just like grabbing me and holding me really tight, while other people were trying to get him out the room, and I like they didn't know what to do in that situation, and so
gosh, I gotta stop him before it gets started.
They didn't know what to do, Bless their hearts.
Godspeed.
But what got me was that at this point in my life, like, I have entirely too much to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Before then, there were some things I could jeopardize a little bit and probably recover from. But where I am now and where God is trying to take me, I know that I can't allow those situations to put me where I will actually lose them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what disappointed me. One was the fact that I did show the hope right here in front of this person that's been saying it the whole time, right?
Right.
And two, like, I legit have stuff to lose.
Yeah.
And it was like, if that would have went any other way, I was losing something. Yeah, I knew that. I knew I was losing something.
Because we doing what? Press.
That's what disappointed me about that.
I was just assaulted.
Assault and battery.
Not my first name. Not my last name. This was my first name.
But that's what that got me. And so
Does that still
situation? Not anymore.
Okay, good.
Once I consult the friends and I get
I think that really
the background behind it, yeah.
I think that you were on that. Like, you were again. I felt like you beat yourself up for a little while.
I did.
A little while.
I did.
I think that maybe the new year might have turned a new year because that was Halloween, and I feel like we were not that we were still talking about it, but if it came up, it was almost like you were shamed because of it. You know, it was just like, for me, I look at it from the perspective, I can appreciate where you've come from. I can appreciate where you're trying to go. I can appreciate that you made these changes, but again, you're human.
Yeah.
And from what I heard, this person was provoking.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make it okay, but you can only do so much before someone reacts.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel.
And baby, I would never know what this person looks like.
Right. Well, apparently they were plus ones. They weren't. That's why they were.
I'll never see him again.
I have no idea.
I wasn't there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wasn't there yet. And to your point, by the time I got there, I knew nothing of nothing.
Yeah.
Until it came up. And then that's when I was like, and to me, I was just like, I want them to stop talking about it. Because Keenan was visibly like, I can't believe I let myself do that, just getting upset with himself. And I'm like, chill out. Like, it happened. Mm-hmm. And it's easier said than done, especially when you've done the work and you've been on this journey and then you get pushed back. It's like someone that's trying to cut off alcohol and then they have a sip of alcohol. And now it's like, oh shit, I got to start all over.
Right.
I'm assuming it's how it feels.
Right. Yeah, it does. That's a little...
Okay. Yeah, to put it in perspective.
Yeah, that's been my growth. And then I guess just really realizing that, like, I do have stuff to lose these days. Like, either I'm going to lose my mind, I'm going to lose everything I worked hard for. So I don't want to lose either one of them.
Right.
You know? So it's kind of like either sit back, chill, pick and choose what you're going to do and understand you can't be in every room.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Or be in every room and then jeopardize having these situations happen.
Right.
So I choose the first. Like, hey, I'm just going to sit back, chill, and understand that I don't need to be in every room.
Because I would get frustrated. I ain't gonna front since we're having a moment. There'd be times that we'd be going out and hanging out, like the group of us, you know, and we'd be like, oh, okay, Keenan, you coming out? No.
Oh, I cussed him out about that.
No. And I'm like, okay, no, I don't. And so respect, but still, it was annoying for a while. I was just like,
it was.
Okay, but it's us. That was always my thing. It's not the masses. It's not us. But it was just like, no. But I respect, and I always will respect you saying, I don't want to do this for whatever reason. And you don't owe shit to nobody. But just saying, I don't want to. And I actually am I've grown into that. Like, I used to feel like, not within the group necessarily, but just in general, I felt like I had to say yes to everything to appease and please my friends. And it was like, no, I don't want to do everything. I think I learned that from you and Ramont. There was times where I'd be like, Ramont, let's da-da-da. He'd be like, no, I don't want to. And it was just like, and it was literally like, I don't want to. And I'm like, that makes sense though. Just like, you don't have to want to do everything. And I don't, like, I think I used to feel like I had FOMO, right? Like, I didn't want to miss out on anything.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was just like, I don't have to be at everything with everyone. Like,
right.
Me and Ramont went out to eat, had a great time. Me and Ramont can be in the space with everyone, have a great time. There's like, I just don't feel that need or want anymore. I want to do what I want to do. Like if I want to go and do X, Y, and Z, sure. But if I'm like,
to this party, I'll go.
Yeah.
I don't want to go.
and
Exactly.
and again, back to Ramont blessing me with money in my pockets every now and again, I can go to a party, get paid, and enjoy everything from over here.
Yep.
Or not, and be like, okay, well, this was cute. Y'all had a really good time. Y'all did what we need to do. Put this table, let's go.
Yeah.
so I get it. So where are you now? Do you feel like you are still on this journey? Do you feel like you've met a space where you're like, okay, this is where I've, I guess, desired to be. I'm good.
I think it's constant, but I think I have matured in the journey.
Okay.
So I've like found a safe space for me, and I've also found like just a comfortable space. You know what I'm saying? Like I know who I can fuck with. I know who I just, you know what I'm saying? Like I know my group.
Yeah.
I know the people that's on the outside of the group that I can hang out with and still be cool and still feel safe and know that nothing crazy is gonna.
That is so important.
You know, but outside of that, like I'm good. You know, I've just really come to the realization that, like I said, I'm not going to everything. I'm not going to be everywhere. I don't care what's going on. I'm not running up in every day party. I'm not running up in every happy hour. I'm not going to everybody's Sunday fun day. I just can't.
And the fun is so different.
My body just can't worry.
That too. But I feel like the fun is so different when you minimize the amount. Because I can remember going to, like, Sunday Funday was every Sunday.
Yeah.
And why
I remember
will
that.
never take away from the fun that we had.
Yeah.
However, now it's just like, it is such an event when I go. I'm just like, oh my God, I have so much fun.
Yes.
I got to take that Monday off if I already don't have it off.
Absolutely.
I take that Monday off to recover. But it was a good ass time.
Yes.
Yeah, and I think, again, like you said, it comes with growing up as far as age, but mental growth.
Yeah.
So I can appreciate that that you've had that experience. But I guess the only other question I have is, it was spiritual, so you said it was the Bible, and then it was just being in the space in Hawaii. It was like the serenity of all of that.
Yeah.
Like, what other things, if there was anything else, did you like tap into that really was
Physical
like
fitness.
Okay.
I started running a lot.
Okay.
I started running a whole lot. And I lost a lot of weight. And I started liking what I was looking like, but I need to put some weight on. I realize it now.
Yeah, he was a little bony.
I had, what is it called? Not cut. I leaned out.
Oh, okay.
I had leaned out a lot. And my mom then was like, what's wrong with you? And then you gained, so they looking at you like.
Wait, is this when you came back from Bahrain?
Bahrain and Hawaii.
So when I was in Kuwait, because when you're deployed, because Bahrain wasn't an deployment, right?
No, it was an assignment. Yeah, it's fine.
But when you're deployed, typically is when you get into the gym, because it's like really, I was in Kuwait, so there was nothing to do, right? So you go to work, you go home. So I got into the gym. We were stationed there with Army, so I had me a little Army friend, and he was like, we're going to do this. I came back, like you said, I was thin all the way down. I was twink status, and it was just kind of like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You went over there and you got that, and I'm just like, ignorant statement, but I understood it because I was super skinny. I was like 100 and probably 60 pounds. It was tiny. 31, 32 waist.
That is skinny.
If I could go just for a little while. No,
my mom and my grandma were like, you need to put some weight on. I was like, girl, you need to mind your business.
Because I'm thick.
You hear me?
Right.
Take this shirt off. I see abs now. What are you
right.
Like, I'm good over here. So it was that. And then it was also just focusing on finance. So
okay.
Building my credit score was one of the things. So all of those things together was just like driving me to. Those were my focuses.
Good.
I think that's what kind of shaped me and changed me a bit.
Shit to lose.
Yeah, there's that.
Shit to lose.
I really appreciate the conversation because I think, again, even being friends, we haven't ever sat down and had this conversation. So it lends to a bigger appreciation for just who you are.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I feel like we all have a journey and we can learn from each other. Because, I mean, some of what you said, I'm like, okay, yeah, that's cute. But I didn't know how deep it was. So it was like, okay, he really did some work. And it shows. Again, for me, I never really saw the rah-rah side, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I've heard the stories. I've heard the stories.
So the takeaway, bitch, is pray with me, don't play with me. It's still in you. Yeah, I'm reminded. You know, that's why I'm scared to get a gun, friend, because I feel like I'll pop somebody.
Please don't.
I'm not going to kill you, but I'll pop you in your kneecaps. Or
See, that's still a charge, though.
Exactly. So that's why I don't want to get a gun.
Depends.
I may just need, I probably, but you know what, the way things are going, I feel like I need one.
You do.
Just to keep on my hip from time to time. Might just have to pop somebody.
I told you, I be watching these police cam videos, and this dude, he was...
Can you go to jail for shooting somebody?
What, kneecap?
Like for assault? Like if they assault you?
Not if it's
I don't know. If it's so the crazy thing is, people always, like on the first 48, because I watch all these shows, the first 48, they always try to claim self-defense, but then they realize it wasn't. So, I mean, truly self-defense, I'm sure.
Okay.
But
it just seemed like the police officers do. I feared for my life. That's what they was using when they was shooting at black people. So, hey, maybe you should use the same line.
Conversation is taking a different direction.
I'm going.
What? I don't know how much it's twisted. We have enough time to go into... No, we don't. So what happened?
We don't. But I mean, it's what they said. It's what they shot.
It is what they said.
It is.
So I feel like if my friend said the same thing.
But that's why I'm scared to get a gun.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta know your laws.
Yeah,
that's the main thing. You just gotta know your laws if you're gonna carry one. I mean, you're not a gangbanger. You're not just out here shooting at people.
Right.
Yeah, just know your laws on it. Do you have questions for us, Reese?
Of course, I have questions. I just want to make sure you didn't have anything else.
No. Mainly just my takeaway is putting in the work. Like, you know, people walk around, oh, I've grown. But what was the work that you did?
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I wanted to have this conversation.
Work, yeah. You know, for it, and took the time away from, granted, in a sense, you were afforded the time away in order to put in the work itself. But I mean, you could have just went over there, did just came back the same damn person. But you actually have to put it.
Or you could have let that experience be that experience there, not taking anything from it. Yeah, and I think that it's just the biggest piece of it, you put yourself first. And I think that's very important. I think so many times people are out here trying to, again, please and appease everybody else. And it's just like, you need to put yourself first and ensure that you're taking care of self. And if you take care of that, everything else to me works out. You know what I'm saying? And just being mindful and being mindful and what's the word I want to use? Intentional with the way that you're doing things. Because I just feel like, yeah, if you're doing that, you should be good.
You will be good.
You will be good. Yo.
Agreed.
So because you're here, you have to answer these questions too, Keenan.
Okay.
The first question: when you go to the gas station, do you go to the gas station to fill up, or do you just go to the gas station and put in enough gas to get you where you're going?
I've done both, but mainly to fill up.
So when I go to the gas station, it's typically I'm a quarter tank or lower.
Yeah.
And I fill up.
Well, y'all commute, so y'all filling up is a little bit different. I can be like, all I need is this, because after I run this little gig right here, I'm be in the house for the rest of the week. What the heck?
There's true.
And gas be $70. Absolutely fucking not. Give me this 40.
Yours be 72? Mine be $70 as well.
Yeah, it be up there.
Y'all damn near have the same car, don't y'all?
Oh, we do.
Kinda. Well, this shit, yes, it be up there. That's why I be like, this little $40. I'm gonna run this little gig real quick. I ain't leaving the house the rest of the week. If I leave, I'm going to the gym and coming back. Like, I don't need all of them. So
I don't move around a whole lot, but I think, again, I just am used to, I run it all the way up until it runs all the way down, and I run it all the way up. Yeah,
but it happens so damn fast, and I think that's why I do it, because I also, because if I fill it up And let's say it was like a busy weekend for me. And then I see it, I'm like, bitch, I just fucking gas. I don't feel like doing this shit. That's where the $40 come in. Because I'd be like, I don't feel like doing this
You
shit.
said once a week?
At least once.
Yeah, I had enough. For sure.
Baby, I done filled up. And the first gas charge still pending. I'm back at the gas station. I'm like, bitch. You're not finna get.
Okay. This is a very easy one, I think. And this is going to tell me who I'm closer to. Grape or orange?
Like what?
I thought Ramont would say that. So the first thing that I thought, soda.
Okay.
But,
I was thinking fruit.
oh.
If it was fruit, I was like, neither.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, I can't eat fruit. Only fruit I can eat are bananas and apples. Weird, I know. But like a raw fruit,
Really?
Raw fruit.
I can take a bite out of a green apple, a red apple. I could take a bite out of a banana. I cannot eat a peach.
I bite out of a banana.
It's so
The
weird.
peach got the fuzz on it.
Like, wait,
There's
like
something
the texture doesn't work for you? Or
the plum?
Can't eat plum.
Why can't you eat a green?
I can't eat
I heard
that's what he
I'm
said.
gonna say. I'm gonna go say it.
I can't eat kiwi.
I think I'm allergic to kiwi.
You cantaloupe, honeydew melon.
No,
What's wrong with
Wait,
grape,
what
though?
is it though?
because the grape, like when you bite into it, the juice goes everywhere. The pineapples, I don't know what it was when I was younger. You had the little canned pineapples. And it was like the sliminess from that and the peach. I was like, I can't.
It's like you're a texture. Ramont is a texture person.
I am a texture.
But what's so crazy is that bananas are mushy.
Now he out for the grapes.
They can be.
They can be mushy, but only bananas and apples are what I can like.
So weird. Rarely can I eat the tip of a banana.
Oh.
Most of the time I just break it up. But I cannot eat the bottom piece. I will not eat that.
Baby, them things sweet. I'm eating all of it.
I'm not eating that. No, and thank you. So you can't eat. Okay.
This may be 2 fruits. Let it go.
That's right.
That is
Okay, so we're talking about
bananas and apples, baby.
grape or orange soda.
Orange soda.
Okay. I am grape off.
First of all, you drink Flensel.
Oh, wow.
So, like, your argument doesn't even count because at that point, it's just juice.
Lord.
And I love juice. Oh, don't get me started on juice.
We
Still mad.
We didn't.
I'm still mad.
What? What are you mad about?
When I text you yesterday, the juice person, I'm talking about it.
Okay.
I'm still pissed. What is a smell that you like that most people would find disgusting? Not as disgusting, but they wouldn't enjoy. To be honest.
A smell that I like that most people would find.
I don't know.
No. I mean, like for me, I like the smell of gas.
Okay.
Like gasoline.
Okay. Okay.
I was holding it.
This is gonna sound so like, be careful. It's gonna sound, it may sound disgusting. So, as men, we carry like a musk, but like after you get out of the shower, right? And like, let's say you move around a little bit or you're working out. You ever had someone or smell someone like when they're working out and they got out of the shower, they're not musty. Like they're not funky.
They worked out and got in the
Or
shower.
got out of the shower. So, like you take a shower, you
At the
work out a
gym?
little bit. Yeah, at the gym. And it's like they started to perspirate, but you're not musty. You're not
You like man scent. It's a man scent.
Yeah.
No, because everyone in my gym stinks in my opinion.
But you smell, but you still smell fresh, but you also smell sweet.
I get what you're saying. I think I get it. I think it's a man scent.
Yeah. Some people probably consider it to be disgusting, but I think there's
I think that mindset when you say worked out is just like, ugh.
yeah.
I don't mind a sweaty smell sometimes.
But not funky sweaty.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not.
Not if you're funky. Like that's disgusting.
Define funky.
I mean, I think funky is
Turn your nose
it depends on the person. So, like, what he finds funky, I may not find funky. Like, I may just like, okay, like I get it. Like, I'm not turned off by it, but okay.
It was a guy this morning at the gym on a stair stepper.
Let's talk about it.
And he smelled like straight up cooch. And I was like,
Oh,
Sir, you fucked somebody last night and didn't take a bath to come here.
It might have been this morning.
Or this morning.
Ugh.
And I'm smelling you. I'm like, dude,
Now,
I smell disgusting. But he might think it smells good.
so
I don't know what's at all.
He probably
okay, do you have an answer? Because I want to. I
I sound like a sweaty smell.
Oh, so okay, you guys. Okay, you guys are very hard today. Do y'all know? Okay? So I don't know. If
I like
this
more than 2
is- but y'all are both texture people. Do y'all have a lot in common? Do y'all remember when your parents used to say you smell like outside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the moment that you realized what outside smelled like?
Yes.
I was in Target. I was in Target or I was in a store, and this little boy ran past me, and I was just like,
Outside.
It's bad as outside. They walk past me and smell like outside. So
well, we all know that I walk by here is important, but outside, that smell of outside is just disgusting.
Yes.
And for an adult, I don't think I've ever smelled an adult. Adults are just nasty. They stink.
Yeah. Should no adults smell like outside. That's fucking nasty.
Okay, what's the worst piece of advice that you've heard? Not that you've been given, but you've heard. Or you've been given.
y'all just pull up any other podcast on Instagram. You can find some. It'd be the little clips. It'd be the think pieces.
Oh.
The worst piece of advice I've ever heard. Like the people that like you.
Like the people that like you.
Like go after the people that like you.
But how do you know that they like you?
Some people are very
If they're just like
Very
open and vocal about liking you?
but it's
Is that in dating world or
Yeah.
like friendship? Okay.
I think so for me it's been dating.
Okay.
Like people will be like, "Oh, you should just like the people that like you." So think about the party. I'm gonna call nobody out, so do not say no names. There's an individual there.
Don't give me a disclaimer. The fuck?
Anyway, there was somebody dysfunction that was very much like, I want to, and I was just like,
What?
no.
What were they like? Could you
Like they were very like vocal about, I don't want to say they like me, but
I don't even know who the fuck it was. Okay, so I'll never say a name.
But my point is, I'm not attracted to this person. I think they're a great person. I'm not attracted to them. And so when people say like people that like you, no, I want to like who I like. And I want them to like me back. But I don't want to like them just because they like me. That doesn't make sense to me. That's not good advice. That's bad advice. That's like me saying, I don't fucking know. I don't want to talk about nobody. But if there's somebody that I'm not attracted to, and so somebody to give me advice they like you should like them back. Why?
The worst, be the bigger person.
Huh?
That's my worst advice, though.
What is it?
To be the bigger person.
Be the bigger person.
Agree with that too.
No.
Because why?
Yeah.
Why do I have to be the bigger person?
I think the words I heard is
small.
Scary.
it's more of a phrase when they be like, suck it up, buttercup.
No. Buttercup.
Have not taken anything up. No.
No.
I have a lot of shit I want to say about this situation. You want me to go clean whose office for what? Because we got to do it. No, the fuck we don't. You can, though. I'll be volunteering my time to go do shit, sir.
Go off. That's happening today.
Do not volunteer my time. Why in the fuck am I going over to their spaces to clean their shit? And they got people over there working in those spaces. They can clean their own shit. Guess who they go to those spaces to clean their shit?
Keenan. Suck it up, buttercup. Be the bigger person.
Yeah.
And like the people that like you.
Suck it up, buttercup. Fuck no. Girl, you can suck these nuts.
Shit.
Last question. You have to place the other two people. So I'm going to place you two and you'll place us two on a reality show.
Ooh.
Okay.
So I'm going to put Ramont because I just feel like you enjoy these people. I don't watch it, but I feel like you enjoy them. And so I think you would fit in.
Is it like reality game or reality TV?
It's whatever you want.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. Ooh, reality game would be good. That just kind of changed it. Hold on. Let me think. Let me rethink.
Well, give me my first show.
Okay, so your first show would be, don't you watch Beverly Hills? And you're really into it. I feel like you just need to be in the midst of. Because I feel like Ramont around women is so jovial. This man will, I feel like when he's around women and he's in the company of women, he is just laughing the whole entire time. And the way that you are so in tune with that particular show, I feel like you would really enjoy yourself.
Say nothing about the way, we good to go.
The lunches, I just want to see you at the lunch.
As long as they got food, I'm probably quiet.
Keenan, now that I had another show.
Oh, I thought we did 2 shows a person. My bad. Go ahead.
You can.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I don't show what I put you on.
What show you originally gonna put me on?
Love and Hip Hop.
I knew you was gonna say
Love and Hip Hop. Only because I feel like the growth, because
You got a good storyline.
Because Keenan doesn't go from 0 to 100, in my opinion. It's a slow upward spiral, right? Like, it's like, he'll be like, girl, go ahead now. Keenan will give you a warning. And then it's like, okay, here we are. So I think that it would be fun. Like, it would be fun and interactive with everybody until it got there. And of course, that's when they get the TV that they need.
Yeah.
A reality game, like a show, I could see Keenan, this is pre-partner, doing like a Bachelor, like a gay version of The Bachelor or something like that. Because you're very charismatic. I think that you have a great personality, but I also think you would be good TV because you ain't just settling for anything. So you'll be like, he can't go. Nah, he can't be just smelling like
For the
get him out of here.
Right.
Get him out of here.
Get this bitch out of here.
Right. Ramont, I think you would do good. And I don't know this, but I feel like, because I don't think you're a competitor physically. Like, you have great, you work out, all of that. But I think you're mental, like Big Brother. I feel like Big Brother. Like,
I can do that.
Nothing too physical, because Ramont gonna be like, nah, bitch, I
ain't.
Yeah.
Send me home.
Like, if they were like,
My bag's so packed.
if they were like, oh, we got a best friend challenge, I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, I would call him, but I would have to be like, okay, friend, these are the stipulations.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't gonna be too much running. We might have to do this. And Romano, he'll let me know. But he's not physical. Tonio would be more of a physical. If I was like, I need a friend to go with and do a physical thing, Tonio, because I know Tonio's gonna balls to the fucking wall. But he probably wouldn't go with me because I ain't got the same friends. So those are my 2 for 2.
Good. Reality TV.
You got to put us both on a show.
I would put you on reality TV. I would. You know, it's funny. I don't see you on a reality TV. I see you on more scripted. So, what?
I've done that.
That's what I'm saying. Like reality, because Reese is so over shit. So it's kind of like Reese, he's not going to give the camera what they want. So somebody come in like, producer all in the air, yeah, go over there, start with Reese, tell them da-da-da. And they'll be like, yeah, because Reese like, okay, girl, you got it. Oh. Right, you know, so it's just like, girl, let's give her a script so that way she can show up and be the person y'all need her to be. So
that is so true. I think that people see. I think that people think otherwise. I'm just like, I don't have it.
You don't. So I would honestly, I could probably see you on Abbott for a comedy.
Okay,
I can see you in a comedy. I don't want to give you drama. I don't say drama.
Okay.
Keenan on a reality television show. I could. Hold on, I'm trying to run down all my reality shows real quick. It would be, yeah, probably not Love and Hip Hop, but probably like a Married to Medicine or a Real Housewives type of situation. Like at this point, it's like Keenan gives like, bitch, I've arrived. Like this is mine. This is my shit. These are my friends. This is what I drive. This is what I do. This is what I make. And it is what it is.
I'm definitely going to pop in.
I'm popping in and I'm showing up.
As the nonchalant.
Okay, Keenan, you come to the party? No.
Look, every time I laugh. Okay, got it. It's cool. I'll think about we'll have a drink and I'll just head on.
Right.
All right, bye.
Game show, Reese Don't Hate Me.
Oh, wow.
Because not only is it drama,
Okay.
It's shady.
Yeah.
And then Reese gonna dress. I can't get it on. I can get it on.
you get to do everything. It's all in one.
Bitch, I might leave the first episode, but I was there.
But you were there.
And I was like, money exchange is my mother.
Right.
Oh, that would be a key.
Oh my God.
I can see that. I can see that.
That would be good.
Game show for Keenan, and this would be like kind of old school, a little bit of new school, but either Family Feud with the group or something like Password or Pyramid.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay. Have y'all been watching Deal or No Deal Island?
I haven't seen it yet.
So good.
I know you mentioned it. I haven't
So good. It's very good. Kee Kee.
Okay, so my Reese, I would say reality show. I'm seeing you more. You're definitely in the Bravo celebrity era somewhere. I wouldn't say it's like one of the Housewife franchises or anything like that. I think you're more like a Summer House. You're more of like the conglomerate ensemble type of cast.
Okay.
Where you're mixing and mingling and figuring people out and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
I can see you with that. Ramont, I see you as not scripted, but more so like if there was a version of, and I know you don't do this at all, but if there was a version of Selling DC, you know what I'm saying?
No, I could do that.
Yeah, and like how that kind of ensemble cast is together. Like I can definitely see you in a conglomerate of those people. Like I don't know.
I can see it, but I just feel like remind me, like, do you want else or not?
I think it's because of like
You know what I mean? Okay.
Well, I think if there was something similar to that, right?
No, I got you.
And I think it's because like the social aspect of all of it and being out and talking and mixing and mingling as you need to get whatever job needs to get done. I can definitely see you doing that.
If they had something like a reality show that was based around like what you do, like I call them your side hustles, like just being in that arena, I could see that.
Yeah.
Like because that's where you show up. You know, I don't want to say you put on because I know that you enjoy those things. You really enjoy them, but I think that's where you get a lot of, like you at home or hanging out with us is hit or miss.
What was it called? There was a show they had like that in ATL and NYC.
I know. I thought it was Houston and ATL. Was that the this one on like YouTube or whatever?
No. Impact Atlanta, Impact NYC.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's what I love. Desio.
That's it.
She's yeah, it's very much people in their respective spaces just doing their thing. Yeah. Yeah, that would be it.
That's it.
That would be Impact.
That's
it. Yeah.
Maybe not Selling DC. Selling DC, yes, but something with the job.
You could do that, but I think
the job
Impact
force behind it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Reality TV show. I mean, game shows. I can see Reese on this is not being shady.
Why don't we get to the game?
I'm not being shady. I'm not being shady, right? Y'all remember Love Boat?
Yeah, the TV show.
Yeah. It was the TV show where it was like 3 contestants and then 1 person. Is that Love Boat?
Love Connection.
Love Connection. Love Connection.
Oh, it like player number 1. Tell me about.
Yeah.
I like that.
That'll be fine. That'll be fine.
It would be.
That would be
I
fine.
would do that.
Not being safe.
I'm seeing you as the host.
Maybe after I was on there.
Both of them.
I didn't experience.
Yeah. Let me see. Game show. I could see you doing like a Squid Game.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched the games?
I didn't watch it.
I watched a few episodes of the first one, but I can see it. It's the thinking of it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think that Big Brother to me is very calculated, but I think the social part of it, because you're only going to be social when you want to be.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like,
because there's a lot of independent games on there, and you're
Squid Games. I haven't seen that, so maybe that would be better.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that I can see you doing that.
Is that 5 questions? I think it is. I was like, so.
If you could be a snack, if you could come back as a snack, which one would it be? Which one?
Yeah.
I love Swiss roll. That's my favorite.
No, they leave such a nasty film on it. But yeah,
I was Swiss roll. I don't know
I'm
what
like,
you eating.
I don't. I feel like it's very easy to figure out what I would do. What's
A Reese's cup?
no? I would be a blueberry Sour Patch Kid
Okay.
because the blueberries are the best ones. I love them.
How you just single out a Sour Patch Kid?
You said a snack?
Yeah, if you came back as a snack, they make it just one. Don't they come in a pack?
You can get all blue ones.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Really?
blue aspect.
Got a special
I
order?
did not know that.
No, I think they come in the store. I'm gonna get y'all one next time.
I did not.
Speaking of, we need to eat Popeyes next time because we had talked about doing that and we never did. So we need to do that.
Eat Papa.
What about you? Mm-hmm. We're gonna see if our orders are accurate.
Yeah.
What snack would you be?
Bitch, you don't even know that. Honey bun.
A honey bun?
We discussed this.
In the microwave.
Honey bun. Oh, it's for the state.
The white ice or the no ice?
Baby, I need that.
The glaze.
The glaze for sure.
In the microwave.
The kind that you can get it the big pack from
Yeah. The big
I come in a pack. Bitch, I'm a honey bun. Everybody want me.
The honey buns.
The blue raspberry.
Because you can't turn down a honey bun no matter what your diet is. Bitch, you gonna eat a honey bun.
I do love a honey bun. I love it, like we said, microwave with a cold glass of water.
Yes.
No ice though. I don't want ice. I just want very cold water.
So put it in the microwave and then take it out and let it just sit for one.
Just so you don't burn your mouth.
Second.
Just so you don't burn your mouth.
Yeah.
Just so you don't burn your mouth.
Just so that the sugar can get hard and loose
Ooh.
again.
Did you? I know you asked for oatmeal pies. I was gonna
I
say,
did.
did you get honey pies? Oatmeal pies are okay too. You know what I don't like, real quick? I hate that they try to deep fry every goddamn thing. The Oreos.
Have you had deep fried
oatmeal
pies?
pies. Yes, that was good. But everything else, stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
I agree.
So this, I feel like, concludes our episode. I do want to shout out the shirt that I'm wearing. I got it from Dapper Dopeness on Instagram. I'll drop the link in the description. Black-owned business owner.
That's Brian, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to give too
Brian
much.
who?
I don't want to give him too much because I don't know what he wants to know.
Oh, my man.
It's fine.
Bleep it out.
It's okay. We don't beep nothing out.
I
I don't even know who he is.
He's not
And now you giving all the information out.
He's in the DMV. Well, I mean, I put his Instagram.
Yeah, some
t-shirt.
you know who he is.
Yeah, but I don't. Some people are very funny about who's behind it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
My bad.
No, I'm not saying anything wrong. But the quality, I just want to say the quality of the t-shirt is very
It is
thick.
like it's good quality.
It's very
Yeah.
thick. I have a sweatshirt as well, but it was a little warm today, so I was like, let me throw this t-shirt on. So yes, we're still on our Black-owned shit, especially now. Heather said, I am. Are you?
Where did you go today?
What did I get?
Where did you go?
What did I get?
Where did you go?
What did I get? What about your friends? Support me, bitch.
I am supporting you.
I don't know where else
If
to
I'm
go.
support you, you're going to be honest.
Is hip hop chicken black?
No.
Because I'm deaf. I'm also fucking bitch.
See what
I
kind
still
of
go to Turkey. And I'm not ashamed. But I'm not going on the 28th. I'm sorry.
I thought Shaquille could take his ass to
On that note,
one more time.
thank you guys for listening to another episode R&R Podcast. We appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back. Keenan's got to come back because there's a conversation that we didn't have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess Keenan will be back.
Keenan's gonna have to come back. So, I don't know how soon, but yeah, we'll make it. Hey, what's going on? It is
Ramont
and Reese, and we want to thank you for listening to another episode of A Little R&R. Please subscribe, rate, and comment. Please, please, please. And friend,
what's up?
Where can they find us on the IG?
At ALilRandRPodcast, and that's ALilRandRPodcast. But friend, what if they got like questions, comments, concerns, or like their humble opinion? What should they do?
They should absolutely reach out to us via email at RamontAndReese@gmail.com.
And as always, guys, of course, thank you so much for listening. We love you.
We appreciate you.
And of course, we're going to talk to you real soon.
Real soon.